Haumitakepi. Shante maza de miedo. But wakan to Dakota himacha. Many wakan oyanke hichamo. Say hello, my relatives. I'm Chante Maza. I'm Bidawakan to Dakota, and I'm enrolled up at the Spirit Lake Reservation in North Dakota. Going to talk a little bit tonight about reviewing Thio špayes, because Dakota ekta otakuye kaish otakuye stodwichu gyapte hechadog. So from the Dakota perspective, we should know our kinship, and knowing our Thio špayes is part of that. So I just want to start off with that one. And I did go over this 2 weeks ago, I think, but just for review. So I said I'm Bidawakantua Dakota Hemachado. That's one way you can say that. That's one way you can identify yourself. Any of these, and again, I'll go over the sounds of these, but when we say we're Dakota, again, sometimes we'll start off with greeting our relatives or a relative, and we'll say our Thio špaye, our reservation, our Dakota name if we have one, or a community. And again, the reason why we do that is because we're trying to find out also if we're related. So, and that's happened to me quite a bit. So, in fact, it happens all the time. I have many relatives, blood relatives, just closely related, distantly related. But one of the ways I meet them is through Thio špaye. So the Thio špaye is here. Or my, because my mom's Ojibwe, that's a whole different thing. They have clans. If I meet somebody from my mom's reservation or the same clan as my mom, chances are we'll be related, and that's how that works out. So again, just to review the seven council fires, and again the other name that, so all 7 of these. So this term right here, Oche. Oche is a fireplace or a fire that has been made. It's a place where a fire has been made. Okay, Oche Šako. I saw an angry face. Why am I seeing an angry face go by? Okay. Okay. Oche Šako. So the 7 council fires. So the first one, Bidawakantua. Second one, and these are in no particular order, but I will say that Bidawakantuas, I have been told, are the oldest out of the Oche Šako. So that's just what I was taught. Wapi. Bidawakantua, dwellers of Spirit Lake. Wapi, shooters among the leaves, or leaf shooters. Wapi, dwellers among the leaves, or leaf dwellers. Okay. Sisitoa, dwellers of the fishing ground, dwellers of the shinny grounds, dwellers of the marsh. It's been translated many ways, but if you are Sisitoa, find out how your community translates that. There are stories to how these Thio špayes came about. Ihunktua, dwellers at the end. Ihunktuana, little dwellers at the end. And Titoa. So if you are from any of these, you could say Sisitoa Dakota Hemachado, or Sisitoa Wia Hemacha Ye, is what a woman would say if she was Sisitin Dakota. So just kind of wanted to talk about that. So kind of go back to a few things here. So what I'm going to do is again, so with the Dakota language, our language really is, for us, it is very much about identity. It's not just a language that's detached from us. It is, it also is who we are, and it is Dakota he wakaun dapido. We, the language is sacred to us. We consider it to be sacred. So for us to know our language is of great importance, because if we do not speak Dakota, and this is a philosophical question, of course, are we Dakota? So something to think about. All right. So starting on that, if you want to ask somebody if they're Dakota. So I got a new whiteboard, so I'm going to be practicing with it. All right. So, Dakota hai. Are you Dakota? And again, if you are Dakota, so you're going to say, as a man, you're going to say how. As a woman, you're going to say huh for yes. This is again, a little bit of review of what I went over a couple weeks ago, but it's good review. Okay, so I'm going to point this out. I'm actually going to do a little language lesson this week that I'll probably pre-record and talk about what's the ni and what's the ma. So Dakota he, are you Dakota? So as a man, if I say how, da makota do, that ma, that's me. Ni, you, ma is me. Okay? Dakota he, how da makota do. And again, have the female ending there and the male ending. So how da makota do. That's what I'm saying as a man. Women are going to say da makota, and they're going to end with ye. So, and if you are not Dakota, yeah. Hia, Dakota shnido. So if you're a man and you're saying you're not Dakota, hia, Dakota shnido. Hia is no. You can use hia to anything. Do you want to go to the store? Hia. Do you want lots of tado? Hia, that's meat. Do you want to go to the powwow? Hia. Why? Okay. So hia, Dakota shni. No, I am not Dakota. All right. So just a little bit, and now getting to talking about 7 counts of fires, talking about identity. When we ask somebody, and this can be an important thing to us. Again, this has to do with identity. So I started out, I said when I first started talking in this video, I said, Nini wakan ed Mini wakan. Mini wakan is forgotten or spirit lake. Mini wakan. Mini, water, wakan. Holy, sacred, mysterious. And again, with this word wakan, I really like Albert Whitehead's definition of that. Something that has the ability to give or take life. Water totally fits that, because we need water to live, to drink. Mini wichoni, that saying that came out of Standing Rock there, that people might be familiar with. People have been saying mini wichoni for before that, but mini wakan. Water is life, but also water has the ability to take life, because people drown in it, or there's when you drink bad water. So mini wakan ed. This ed is at. Nini waka ed wapi. Wapi. I am enrolled at Fortan. So you can take wherever you're enrolled at and put it right here. So if you're enrolled at Sisseton, oops. Sisitwa Edomawapi. I'm enrolled at Sisseton. Okay, so just some of the Dakota community. So I'll label the. Actually, let me get my other board here. Now I have two boards. Chambadaska Numbadu Hedo. I have two boards here. So in Dakota, we have place names for before Washichus came here. Some of them are before colonization. Some of them are more recent. These community ones, they're describing the places. So I'll kind of start from furthest east. So furthest east right now, the furthest east, most eastern Dakota community is going to be Prairie Island. But in Dakota, they're going to say Tintawita. Tintawita. So again, wherever you're enrolled, ed Omawapi. Let me change something here. How do you ask where you're enrolled? I should put that in here. So Tukte, where at? Tukte oni wapi ha? Tukte oni wapi ha? Where are you enrolled? So for me, again, I'd say mini wakai do omawapi. But again, you see that ni and that ma? Where are you enrolled? I am enrolled at, the ed is at, and wherever it is. So again, Prairie Island, Tinta Wita, and then Shakapi. So you could say Shak. So a few ones. Now I learned that because of the area. Oh, another word for Tinta Wita, by the way. Put this over here. Chemenicha. Chemenicha. Tree Hills Water. So, and again, that's describing that area. Tinta Wita literally means prairie island. Tinta is prairie, Wita is island. So, and then Shakpe, this is how I know the day. Bede Mayato, Blue Banks Lake. Bede is lake. Maya is a bank, like of a river. And then To, in this case, is talking about Blue Banks Lake. But Shakapi could also be Shakpe, Otue. So these are the ones that I've heard. I mean, if you know your home community, and sometimes they have more than one name, especially if they're broken up by districts, like even up at Spirit Lake, we have Kanjipaha. That's Crow Hill. Okay, so just an example, we have the different districts in our reservations. So you might say you're from there too. All right, so Prairie Island, Shakopee. And we also have Lower Sioux. Chaje. So Chaje, they make the trees red. They paint the trees red. They mark the trees red. Where they make the trees red, where the trees are red. Because it means it's being done by people here, this yapi part. Cha is wood, sha is red, yapi. Shayapi means they make it red. What are they making red? The trees. So Redwood Falls also, or Morton. But that's the Lower Sioux community in Dakota, the Chanshayapi Abche. So they say that. Granite Falls, okay, this one. And I've heard this, I'll tell you how, I've heard this many times, sometimes different. Pejihuta zizi kapi. Or some people will just say pejuta zizi. They'll actually, this I will disappear. This I and H will be pejuta, that's medicine. Actually, let's put that under here. So pejihuta zizi kapi. That's the full name for Upper Sioux community, or pejuta zizi, or pejuta zizi kapi. Pejuta is medicine. Zizi means it's yellow, and it's yellow medicines, and kapi means they dig it up. All right, and then so those are the ones in Minnesota, and then Saskatchewan. Some people say Saskatchewan, and they'll add this on here too. They'll say Saskatchewan wakpetwa ed omawapi, or Saskatchewan ed omawapi. Sometimes just that, or sometimes both. It depends. All right. Kitana tiokate do. Tiokate. Tiokate means it's warm in here. So, all right. And let's see, I had Spirit Lake up here. Again, mini wakan. Mini wakan. Spirit Lake. Mini, I think I already explained that one. And then there's also wakpa. This is Flandreau. Wakpa ipakshan. Wakpa ipakshan. Okay. And so that's going into, let's see, we got North Dakota, South Dakota, Dakota speaking, but also there's also, I should have asked Red Wing about this, but the Santee Reservation. Isayante. So I'll have to ask. I have actually not heard that one in a long time. But again, wherever you're enrolled. So Tukte ni wapi, hey, where are you enrolled? Where are you written down or recorded? Where did they write you down? That would go here, and then ed omawapi. So those are the Dakota ones. And then there's also, I suppose they're the ones going up into Canada too. I think next time I'll put a list together, okay? because I want to make sure I have the names correct, especially going up into Canada, but the Dakota names specifically. So, all right. All right, so I know, let's see, I've gone over counting. Oh, yeah, counting. So this week I said I was going to talk about this. Okay. Whoops, that's not an easel in. Okay. Wani yetu nito nakča. Wani yetu nito nakča. Wani yetu nito nakča. How old are you? How many winters are you? So, so I've already gone over counting. I will post something on the Facebook site about counting, but I know we counted up to 100. So when yetu is winter. So this week in Minnesota, Makoche Dechia, Wani yetu ahido. So winter has been brought here. All right. So winter has arrived. Before that, you could say Wani yetu ayekte. It's going to be coming winter, or Wani yetu aye when it's getting colder. Wani yetu ayedo. It's becoming winter. But it's not officially here, but when it's here, you can say, Wani yetu ahido. Winter has been brought. So Wani yetu. Nito nakča. Nakča means how many. When you put that ni in front of it, again, that's you. How old are you? Wani yetu nito nakča. Or some people will say, Wani yetu nito naha. Wani yetu nito naha. Wani yetu nito naha. So how you answer that, you're going to say Wani yetu, and whatever your age is, so for me, Wani yetu wikchemana dopa sama shahadocha. So I am 48 winters old. But please look at the video that I did on counting. So, and again, just for review, whatever the counting, whatever your age, you want to make sure you put ma before the last number. So if I was 8 years old, I would say Wani yetu mashahadocha. Again, it goes right before that number. When you're 10 or below in age, it's just you're going to say one number and you're going to put ma in front of it. When it gets up, so like if you say you're 13, Wani yetu ake mayamani. If you're 25, Wani yetu wikchemana num sam mazapta. And again, I said I'm 48. Wani yetu wikchemana dopa sam mashahadocha. Okay, so please look at the video. But so again, how old are you? Wani yetu nito nakča. If you have a baby, for example, and your baby is just months old or days old, you could ask your baby how old they are, I guess. That's another thing, before mieno chingshinu muchabaluhe hena Dakota chahu chawayado. I have 2 boys and I raised them in the Dakota language. Dakota chedum kiapit ka hunkuge washicheda, yetu. So with my two boys, we spoke Dakota exclusively. But their mom, when I was with their mom, she used washichu. Naku dohan hena no daku honku chiwo nakča. Naku daku when she doke nachmana unkiapcha iashicha unkiapche. When we were speaking secretly or something hidden, we spoke German. So, but they started to understand that. So it's very interesting. The young ones there have very powerful minds. All right. So if you're asking somebody how old somebody is, you're going to say, whatever their name is. Wani yetu. Okay. So if I ask, like last week we talked about relative terms, right? So if I ask somebody how old their dad is, ate wani yetu nakča. Ate wani yetu nakča. Or maybe their grandma. Koshiaye wani yetu nakča. Koshiaye wani yetu nakča. Okay. So, or your son. Chingshiaye wani yetu nakča. Chingshiaye wani yetu nakča. How old is your son? So, yes, it is on the Dakota language CD. Yeah, Echetudo. Osni or Oshni? Osni is cold. Minnesota makoche dechia no ninachche osnishnedo. It's sort of cold. It's not too cold over here in Minnesota. We're used to it. So, if you ask again, how many winters? But if somebody has a baby, you could ask, ampetu nakča. Ampetu nakča. So chunkshiaye here ampetu nakča. How many days is your daughter? Okay. And that's like a fresh one. That's like if they're just a few days old. Unless you're into counting hundreds of days for your teenager or something. And if you want to ask how many months they are, so if somebody has a little one that's 5 months old, chunkshiaye we nakča. Chunkshiaye we nakča. How many months is your daughter? And you would reply very similar to this. So chunkshiwaye, my daughter. Chunkshiwaye we zapta. Chunkshiwaye we zapta. My daughter is 5 months. All right. So wanted to talk about that. Please look at what I talked about for counting and numbers. And I have a sheet that we put together, and I'll post that on the Dakota Dakota Oche website, so you can look at it. But again, that's counting, and that will come in for not only time but money or amounts of things. So if you say, like clothing, we champi zapta beduhedo. Zapta is 5. We champi zapta beduhedo. I have 5 shirts. Okay. All right. So that's age. Oh, watch there. Nito zapta. Iwahuni. Yes, iwahuni is another way. So when you say, so I could say, Wani yetu wikchamana dopa sam Shahadora Iwahuni. I have arrived at 48 winters. That's a very nice way to say that. Yeah, very cool. So, and again, it depends on your community. If you're a Dakota, remember to go to your community, take these things to your community. If you're just learning, and say, how do we say this? And sometimes it'll be the same thing. Sometimes it'll be a little different. One example. So for time. Ooh, maybe I'll talk about time next week more, but when we ask what time is it, and yeah, dona apaha. Dona apaha. That means it's literally how many strikes. There are a number of strikes, how many? Okay, so and that's taken from Washichu time. Okay, but up at Spirit Lake, one of the ways they ask this. Wihai Nadona. Wihai Nadona. And that looks completely different, but the meaning is the same. What time is it? What time is it? And then also, out west, some will say this. This is just I'm just talking about a dialect difference in your community. How do they say things? So over here, Minnesota Dakotas, Dona Praha. What time is it? Up at Spirit Lake or maybe other places, Wihiana Dona. What time is it? How many clocks? Wihiana, I would say Wihiayada. That's how I would say that. Wihiayada. That's the word for clock. But it's also a little sundial. How many little sundials? How many clocks? Maza shkan shkan. Moving metal. I have some Lakota people that I hang out with or have learned from. Maza shkan shkan is also the word for clock. Moving metal. Maza shkan shkan dona. What time is it? All three of these mean what time is it? It's just a different way to say it. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right, Mona. Yeah, make sure you can, you should be able to access it later though. Pidamaya. All right. Let's see, so age. Oops. All right, so I think in the past weeks I've talked about where do you live, where do you work, do you go to school, where were you born, where are you from, just talked about that again, where are you enrolled, how old are you, do you have a man, do you have a woman, do you have children? Okay, yeah, let's talk about that one. So, do you have children? Very, very basic way to ask. So, before I get into this, I want to talk about this duha. Duha. Duha is do you have, and then whatever it is you put right before. Woyete duha. Do you have food? Mazka duha. Do you have money? Chincha duha. Do you have children? It can mean literally, do you have a child? Do you have a kid? And then you can, and then depending on how you answer. Okay. So chincha duha. Do you have a child? If you have a child, if you have one, you could just say How, again, how for men, how for women. How, chinchabaduhedo, I have a child. But if you want to say I have children, so that's for one. For if you want to say you have children though, you're going to say, instead of beduhe, beduhe means I have one, and it's something that's alive. So like I have one dog, I have one horse. Okay, we'll talk about that more at some other point. But if you have more than one child, you're going to say wichabaduhe. So if somebody were to ask me, a Dakota speaker were to ask me, Chincha duhaha, do you have kids? Do you have a child? I'd say, how? Chincha wichabaduha. Chincha wichabaduha. Oops. Or I could say, I could respond with, because it's true, and again, just to put that ending on there, I could say, how? Chincha numpe. Numpe. That means they're smoking. Okay. Chincha numpa wichabaduhedo. How? Chincha numpa wichabaduhedo. Yeah, I have 2 kids. Okay. And then remember last week talked about relatives, so I could say, how? Chincha numpa wichabaduhedo. Hena chetan duta wakanhedi chota ewichakyapido. And their names are, and I just said their Dakota names. Okay. And I could talk about how old they are. I could talk about where they live because, you know, they're older now. So one's in college, one lives with his somewhere else. All right. So whatever number of kids you have, chincha, whatever. So if you have, like my dad came from a family. There are 14 of them originally. So chincha. If I said I had 14 kids, holy, that's your own tribe, right? Chincha aketopa wichabaduhedo. All right. Yedo is male only. We don't really do the yedo thing over here. Like Lakotas, they will say, and this is a general statement, not saying all Lakotas say yellow at the end. Men will typically say do, women will say ye over here. Okay. All right. All right. We need to examine news. Yeah, so that's the other thing, even about saying age, it depends on your community. So I know counting might be a little bit different out west in some of the western reservations. So, all right, but both are, you know, when I put up variations, they're all correct. None of them are wrong. It's just, it's how it might be said differently somewhere else. All right. Let's see, do you have kids? My kids named are some of the words for children. Well, maybe I'll get in those at a different point. All right, so do you have kids? Their names are oh, Dakota names for kids. Okay, so this is very one of the very cool things about the Dakota. We actually take we have birth order names, and I'll write those out and talk about them. And This is not true. I thought the whole Oche Šako only did this, but they do not. It's specifically Dakota people, and I think there might be some Lakotas that do it, but these birth order names. So I'm going to write Uchashta over here for male and Wia over here for female. So with the birth order names. So first one, let's see, Chaske, and then Hepon, Happy, Chaton, and Hake. So these are if birth order names for boys. So Chaske, you might recognize that Chaska, Minnesota. Chaske, Hepon, Hepi, Chaton, not Cheton, that's a hawk. Chaton, and Hake. So firstborn boy, secondborn boy, thirdborn boy, fourthborn boy, fifthborn boy. But wait, there's more. All right. So same thing with female. We have that. Why do I always have trouble with this one? I haven't taught these for a long time. Oh, okay. Ske and Wihake. It happens when you don't use some of your language. Sometimes you forget some of it. So now I wanted to explain something about these. So these Dakota birth order names. So how they work is if I'll go over the Wia names here. Winuna, like Winuna Judd or Winuna Ryder or the town of Winuna. So Winuna, Hopon, Hopstein, Wanske, Wihake. So just go over the sounds again. Chaske, Hepon, Hepi, Chaton, Hake, Winuna, Hopon, Hopstein, Wanske, Wihake. Now, this is how it goes. So let's say I have 3 kids, and the first kid is a boy. So he's going to be the firstborn male, right? Or he's going to be firstborn and he's a boy, so he's going to be Chaske. Now, what if my secondborn is a girl? Is she going to be this one or this one? Well, it goes the order that they're born in, not just that she's the first female born to the family, because there's already a boy. She's the first female born, but she's the second one, so she's going to be Hopon. So I would not have Chaske and Winuna in the same family unless there was adopted or some other circumstance, but the order of or step sibling, something like that. So, and then if I had third child was a boy, again, it's birth order, Hepi. And then if I had fourth child was a girl, it's going to be Wanske. So you see, it goes by the birth order. I hope I'm explaining that right. I'm kind of tired. So, but I could say, so if somebody says, you know, Dakota Dokura Nichiapihe, and I guess I'll do that up here too. Dakota Dokura Nichiapihe, what is your Dakota name? You know, even if you're Washichu, you could say Dakota Chaske Makiapido. And that would tell the speaker you're listening to, oh, you're the firstborn, so you probably have some responsibility. I did also want to say, if there is something that you can do to say that you're the you come from a family and that you're, oh, I'm gonna turn this other monitor off. So like, let's say I had 4 kids, and so like the 4th born was a girl, uŋspe. If you put this on the end, not saying this is true every time, but if you put this on the end of any of these da, that could mean that they're the last one in the family. So somebody would know, oh, so you come from a family of 4. So it's transmitting that information. All right. So I just wanted to put that out there. But talking about names, actually, so let's see, talking about kids there. I'm gonna start doing the names up here. So again, I know we've gone over what's your name, so I'm gonna add on to that. So actually I'm gonna erase all this. I'll make this available on the Facebook page. So when you ask what your name is, Dokura Nichiapihe, and then you respond whatever your name is. Makiapido, I would say. Chaske makiapido, I could say that. Okay? But if you're, like right away, if somebody gives you their Dakota name, you know, like when people meet me, sometimes I'll just say, you know, if they say Dokura Nichiapihe, I'll say Chante maze makiapido. They could say, whoops. There's a few ways to ask this. They could also say, I hope I remember to put it up here, Dakota Chaje duha. Do you have a Dakota name? But this is one of the. So, Washichu ya Dokura Nichiapihe. What is in English, speaking English, what is your name? Dakota ya Dokura Nichiapihe. So this component here. So if you see it's just Dokura Nichiapihe, what's your name? What's your English name? Same thing with actually I'll just same thing with this. Dakota ya Dokura Nichiapihe. So if, you know, somebody says Dokura Nichiapihe and I say Neil e makiapido, Dakota ya Dokura Nichiapihe. I could say Dakota ya Chaske makiapido, or there's yet another thing. You can ask somebody, and I just want to say this is it depends on the person being asked. This can sometimes be seen as rude, asking somebody what their Dakota name is, because we'll also say Chaje waka ukitalpi. Chaje waka mitalki chante maza. Chaje waka mitalke machbia chanduhu ba makiapido. So I'm telling you, it's also spirit name. Some people give them publicly, some people don't. It's really a personal thing. Really, unless you really get to know somebody, you know, or they might give that information to you. I just want to say that because in our communities, it's not that can be seen as rude or bad manners to say, "Oh, do you have a Dakota name?" You know, or to ask in the language. There's nothing wrong with saying Dakota Nichiapiha, but just wanted to put that out there. All right. So it's different if you're an elder though, because many times with elders, like I've never met them before, and they'll say Dakota Chaje duha. Do you have a Dakota name? And that's totally okay. All right. And this is how you'd ask that. Dakota Chaje duha. Dakota Chaje duha. Dakota Chaje duha. Do you have a Dakota name? And again, you could say how. So I think after this, I'll just say the men's because we machashtido because I'm a man. Because I've talked enough about that. This is what a woman will say. So, how? I'm going to say how. Dakota Chaje Bedu Hedo. How Dakota Chaje Bedu Hedo. Or, if I could ask, Dakota Chaje Duha, I might say, how Chante Mazai Makiapido. See, just like that. I don't have to say Dakotia because it's already been contextualized like this, so that I already know what they're talking about. All right, so I think I'm going to end a few minutes early. It's the end of the semester at the U, where I also teach language, and Wamatu Kachchedo. I'm very tired, so Mitakepi. Thanks for watching. Oh, what are the names for the 6th born and 7th born? Oh, come from a big family, lol. See, he wrote that, but over here we don't have L's. So we're gonna say Dodd. That's a joke. Okay. All right. If you come from a large family, after the 5, so like oh shucks, I already erased him. So we had those 5, you know, Chaske, Hop, Hepa, Hepi, you know, all those 5. After those 5, you're going to be numbered. So if you're the 6th child, Ishakbe. If you're the 7th child, this goes for male and female. It's not just a male-female thing. Ishakumi. Okay? DMAO. Watch that out. You made me laugh. So then it goes to it's male or female. And if you want to say you're the last, you know, I'm the 6th and I'm last, again, you do that. Ishakbeda. Dakotia Ishakbeda Makiapido. I'm the 6th one and I'm the last one. I'm the baby. All right. So, all right. So that's it for now. I'll put something up about counting. But thanks for watching. Yeah. Hey, hi. No. Hey, hi, de pictido. That's all I'll say.